Hey everybody, how's it going? Red-Eyed Jedi here, and welcome to FlareDaily. Please like, share, and subscribe for more great crypto content brought to you by yours truly. Now, let's get on with our prices. First off, we got the Flare IOU trading at $1.39. It is up 2.63% with a 24-hour high of $1.42 and a low of $1.28. And just so we all know, this is the Flare IOU, and the real Flare token should be dropping by the end of this month, maybe the beginning of next month. So we're getting very, very close. If you do not have your wallets already set up and you had like a hard wallet like a Ledger or a Descent wallet, please jump on over to xrptoolkit.com and set up everything to claim your Spark tokens. If you were in a exchange, it should already be done for you. If you have it in an exchange but you want to claim your D-Flare in a hard wallet instead of an exchange, once you get your Flare, you grab that Flare right away and throw it in a hard wallet, and then the D-Flare will be dropped off in that wallet. So we could talk about that more if needed, but it's very, very easy to do. Just jump on over to XRP Toolkit to get started. Now, let's get on with the next token here, which is XRP, trading at 96 cents. Up 3% with a 24-hour high of $1.06 and a low of 82. So it's funny because even though it's been a couple of days since I've reported, we have had the same low, which is 82 cents, and about the same high, which is $1.06. So it's staying steady, and there is no catalyst to shoot it up or down right now. We're really, I think, just waiting to see what happens with the whole Ripple SEC thing. And once that is said and done, we will see a price explosion. At least that's what I believe. Now, Doge. Doge right now, it's at, negative 0.2%. So it really hasn't moved a whole lot. It is trading right now at 37 cents with a high of 42 and a low of 28. And then we have Gala. Gala is up 19.93%, trading at 0.014 cents with a high of 0.015 and a low of 0.011. So you did have a little bit of price action there, and I do suggest grabbing this Gala while you can because it is very inexpensive right now. Everything right now is on sale. Think of it that way. That's how I look at everything because everything is still being set up. This is the best time to accumulate what you can. So once everything goes live, you will be living life. And XLM is up 1.72%, trading at 38 cents with a high of 45 and a low of 36 cents. And then the last, but definitely not least, is my casino coin, CSCXRPL. It is up 7.14%, trading at 0.003 cents, with the high of 0.0033 and a low of 0.0028. So the part, just like XRP really, and Gala, and pretty much all these tokens, it's still, even though it shows these highs or the 24-hour percent or 24-hour change of 18% or 3%, really, when you look at it, it's 0.003 with the high of 0.0033, right? And what I'm trying to point out is, even though you see all that, what they say those numbers are, if you pay attention to the highs and lows, those are basically the same they've been this past week of when I was reporting. So not a whole lot has changed across the board with these tokens. They're all waiting for something. Now, there's a lot of interesting information coming out the past few days, and let's go talk about that because this is going to affect all of the crypto market. And I know I say all the time that I am not a fan of Bitcoin, because I am not. It uses a lot of electricity to mine. And, it's ridiculous. But I do think Bitcoin is going to be going up with some of the news I got for you. But even though they mentioned Bitcoin, I think other things may change just because of the cost and speed, reliability. But let's get on with the news. So first off, we have China-backed Ethereum killer cryptocurrency VeChain sees price surge nearly 2,000% in 1 year. So, the ruling Communist Party of China is notoriously suspicious of technologies and organizations that lie beyond its control. Hence, their recent clampdown on Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies. However, one cryptocurrency project that is seeing support from Beijing is VeChain. VET, a domestically developed decentralized finance operation that is similar to the Ethereum blockchain network. China's President Xi Jinping is desperate to keep a firm hand on the inroads that the cryptocurrency revolution is making into the world's second largest economy. Now, just keep this in mind because, like with them, they're looking at trying to go something that's, going to save on money. So that's why they're away from Bitcoin and checking out VET, right? So a recent report published by the Chinese website Chain News described the deputy director of China's changing district, Pan Min, repeatedly praising VeChain's technology and business development. All signs now point to Beijing working with VeChain to aid the development of China's digital version of their domestic currency, the yuan. Speaking to express.co.uk, George Cryptosaurus said, most likely China is already working on their digital yuan with VeChain. China cultivates their own, and VeChain is the biggest blockchain company by far within China. And, so that makes sense for them. VeChain is something that was created in their country. I definitely see them using that for their yuan. And why not? That's just like us saying, well, since Ripple is a United States company, we would use XRP because it's American made. And, right? So just that's how I would look at things. Very, very interesting. But now check this out. El Salvador seeks to make Bitcoin legal tender. If successful, it would be the first country to do so. Now, I'm not going to read this article, but what I am going to do for you is I have a video of the president talking about this, and I'm going to let you listen to it yourself. So let's check this out. Right over here. Let's make this a full screen, and let me make sure my audio is up. Oh, that's really high. I don't know how. I think 60 might work pretty good. Let's listen to what he says.
That we as humanity can do almost anything that we imagine. Our ingenuity, what separates us from other species. In El Salvador, we are trying to rescue this idea and start the design of a country for the future, using the best ingredients that makes us who we are, while using sensibility to find the best examples of ideas from history and around the world. I believe Bitcoin could be one of these ideas. That is why next week, I will send to Congress a bill that will make Bitcoin a legal tender in El Salvador. In the short term, this will generate jobs and help provide financial inclusion to thousands outside the formal economy. And in the medium and long term, we hope that this small decision can help us push millions of this tiny group into the right direction. I enter politics to leave a legacy for my country. And while doing it, and by working with like-minded people, maybe we can help to build a legacy for the world.
All right, everyone, calm down. I want to listen. Woo! So yeah, that's great news. That is really good news.
You got me a gift. he got me a gift, a soccer jersey. It's pretty sick. I want to read my favorite part from the proposed bill. Central banks are increasingly taking actions that may cause harm to the economic stability of El Salvador. That in order to mitigate the negative impact from central banks, it becomes necessary to authorize the circulation of a digital currency with a supply that cannot be controlled by any central bank and is only altered in accord with the objective and calculable criteria. So as of now, El Salvador is set to be the first Bitcoin country and the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender and treat it as a world currency and have a Bitcoin on their reserves.
Yeah, that is great to hear, So this right here is something that we needed to help us as far as the crypto world get the support that we need to go further in the crypto world to make this a world thing. So this is a lot of things. It's also getting the information out to everyone else that, cryptocurrency must not be evil if another country is willing to use it, right? So this is going to be bringing a lot of people into the crypto world. So very, very great news. Like, I am so excited for this. Great news. Now, over here on the Twitter sphere, this weekend, Flare Finance did 3 different votes, and they had asked everyone to mention some tokens that you would like to see put on Flare Finance. They're looking for some good meme coins, just other things. They're not going to be F assets. These are just tokens that will be on Flare Network. That it's what it'll be is they'll be on the Flare Network. They'll have only the functionality that they came over with, right? So it's basically just coming over as a token with value. Once it becomes an F asset, that's when it gets the smart contract capabilities and everything else. So like Cardano ADA, that's just a bridge asset. It bridged on over to the Flare Network, and you could still use it, and it still has the value of ADA, but it is not an F asset because we have not voted it to become an F asset to give it the smart contract capabilities and everything else that Flare Network would give the coin. So let's read what this says. The vote is clear. Before the bottling and the wait is no longer needed, Flare Finance will support the following currencies on top of all F assets. At launch, for each category, says Ethereum, you have TEL and CEL, or CEL and TEL. For Binance, you have BNB and Cake. And those two, it makes sense to bring those. And then you got meme coins, which is SHIB and Sansu. So Shiba and Sansu. So those are the 6 coins that they're going to be bringing onto the Flare Finance. I want to say network, but they're going to just bring it onto Flare Finance, and it just does not have the F asset ability. That's all. So it says these assets, along with FLR, YFLR, and YFIN, will help bootstrap the ecosystem with active liquidity and give various communities a chance to onboard into the Flare DeFi ecosystem. Want to see more of your favorite assets on Flare Finance? Be prepared to submit governance proposals in the upcoming beta program. Proposals that pass will have the selected assets listed on launch. So that's really cool. Basically what this is saying is for beta, because we've been waiting and saying, when beta, and trust me, I've been doing it a lot too. Posting stuff, when beta. So when beta does happen, it's not going to be just like it was before, where you were getting our assets, we're taking them over to Flare Swap or Flare X, and you're swapping stuff, and then jumping over to Flare Farm and putting everything in the pools, and then start doing your arb trading. You're also going to have the ability to vote, and we're going to be using a beta proposal, voting on the tokens that we have, which I'm assuming ADA would be a part of all of this. And then we're going to vote on those tokens and see which ones would become F assets. And so that would be really cool if we could go and add some F assets onto Flare Finance and see what we do add before the actual launch of Flare Finance. So it's very cool. I love the beta program because it's so interactive. We come together as a community. We hang out. We go to the rain chats too. And if you've earned your way in there, because I think now you have to earn your way into the rain chat, you get to hang out, talk with everyone while you collect some coin every now and then. I think yesterday I dropped I dropped at least $5 or whatever in the Flare Finance rain chat, of Doge and XRP and whatnot, just having fun, and that's all Flare Finance is about, is just having fun, coming together as a community and working together. Now, with all of this, we're going to vote on what happens to Flare Finance and what we're putting onto the network, and it's really, really cool. So just remember, like right now, ADA, and then you got TEL, CEL, BNB, Cake, Sheeb, and Sansu. These are all just assets that are on Flare Finance that are not F assets. So they're there, but they just don't have that Flare capability yet. And let's jump on over. So I wanted to go over some of this. So it says, please do know ADA utilized on our platform will not be an official F asset, contributing to consensus, and will be a bridged asset. So like I said, it's a bridge asset. In the event Flare Network pursues additional F assets, they will be listed appropriately. And yes, we will let you know when there's more F assets. But then I do want to come over here and read some of this for you real quick. So I'm going to read a little bit on Flare Farm and talk a little bit more about F assets, just because I want everyone to understand a little bit of what they are. So right here, so Flare Farm, and I'm going to just read this paragraph right here. It says, Flare Farm allows holders to participate in non-custodial yield farming and token launchpads. Initially, it will serve as the main point of rallying the Flare ecosystem to participate in their share of earning the low supply primary governance token. YieldFin, YFin, as the network progresses, Flare Farm will serve as a home for many new token launchpads. Participating in earning the primary governance token can be done utilizing all primary F assets within the Flare network. Flare Farm and FlareX work hand in hand, meaning you will need liquidity pool tokens from FlareX to begin utilizing Flare Farm. And then let me just jump on down a little bit to F asset management. It says a primary benefit of the Flare Mine decentralized mining pool is that it facilitates a means for direct F asset minting. Minting through the Flare Mine pool automatically converts assets from their base form into their trustless form, allowing for interactions with endless possibilities. Due to the smart contract capabilities of the Flare network, this constant mining into F assets can help promote a long-term supply crisis in the form of readily available base currency and promotes more use on the Flare network by pushing that supply into programmable trustless currencies, meaning it's giving it smart contract capabilities. So very, very great information right there. Okay. There was one other section I did want to show you before we head out of this area. So, oops. Let me get back down here. Oh, you like to be stubborn. Yes, you do. It says profit distribution. Another primary benefit of Flare Mine is that it allows miners to earn various non-proof-of-work currencies in the form of profit distributions. FlareMine allows not only F assets to be distributed in place of mined Bitcoin and Litecoin, but also includes any bridged assets with enough liquidity on FlareX to support the needed trade liquidity to issue these distributions. And then if you look down here, it says initially mined Bitcoin and Litecoin can be converted and paid out to miners in the form of FBTC, FLTC, FLXLM, FDoge, FLR, YFLR, YFIN, YETH, YBNB, YLuna, and YUSD. So very, very interesting because, there's a lot of talk saying, well, there is no FBTC, but there is. They just haven't announced it and made this big old grand, show of it. But initially mined Bitcoin and Litecoin can be converted and paid out to miners in the form of FBTC. So don't go and tell me down in the comments there is no such thing as a FBTC when it's telling me right here. Okay? So I love you all. And I understand, if I make an error here or there, you like to say, oh, hey, Red-Eye, there's this and there's that. And I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes you guys give me good information. Sometimes you guys give me bad information. So, we all have to vet each other. And I get it, So if I make a mistake here and there, by all means, let me know and I'll correct myself. Just make sure you know what you're talking about when you hit me up, because I don't want to make a mistake of putting out bad information. So anyways, like I said, it says initially mined Bitcoin is going to get paid out in the form of FBTC with all these other ones. You also have YLuna, YBNB. Now, just know those are not F assets. So YBNB, they already talked about, the BNB coin. So I think, even though that was a vote in, it was already there in a sense, right? So, but very, very cool information, right? Now, let's check out some other stuff that I wanted to show off. This right here is the Rarible Museum. Okay, so the Rarible Museum is great if you are a collector of NFTs, okay? So if you have a bunch of NFTs, you can set up your Rarible Museum, and I'm going to just show you a demo. I'm not going to show you mine yet because I am working on mine. But this is just showing you you could have different effects. So this is something you could pay for this effect if you wanted this frame around your NFTs. But it would show one on each page, so then you could click over and then it'll scroll over to your next one. And you could still have the glitch frame. I noticed they give you different options on what kind of frames you like around your NFTs. And you could choose the background, and then, it's like your own little showroom for your NFTs, which is really cool. So I really think this is a cool idea. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because Katie Shock over here on Twitter was doing a giveaway, and I was one of the lucky ones to win a code to get my own Rarible museum. So very, very awesome. And look at that. So she had this spinning wheel with a bunch of our names on here. And we have a winner, RedEyedJedi 77. Woo! Yeah. So that is awesome. Thank you so much, Katie Shock. Now, Katie Shock is a very talented artist. Okay, she's doing this giveaway, and I thank her for it. And that this gives me the ability to give out an invitation code of my own. So very soon here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my own giveaway to give away one of the invitation codes that I have in my museum. So keep an ear out for that. I will mention it here on my YouTube channel. I will also have it over here on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, let me know down in the comments. And if not, I will see what I can do about doing a giveaway just for my YouTube followers. But I do a lot of my stuff over there on the Twitters. So if you like to check me out over there, definitely do so. And I like to do giveaways over there. I've already done one, and I've been wanting to do more. I just got a lot of stuff going on. But I will be doing a few here very, very soon. A lot of things going on. And I'm getting ready. So very cool. But now jump on over here. It's at Katie Shock Art over here on Twitter. She posts a bunch of very cool artwork, and also where you can check out my my winning spin right there. RedEyedJedi. Before we leave, I want to say that one more time. Woo! Okay, now this is her Rarible page. Definitely check it out. She's got some great artwork. She is a very talented artist. A lot of cool different artwork. Like this is one of the ones I like right here. I'd like to pick up. You know, the skating planets. You know, very cool. You know, I like skater artwork. Where I grew up back in the day, you know, there was a lot of, I would call, I guess, street art, you know, up around, you know, tagging down in the wash, and huge artwork pieces too. Like some people did great work. And so I got into that at a young age, and that's where I got my appreciation from art, is from street art, tagging, everything else. And you know, and skating, skateboarding, I always loved the graphics and everything. And like this right here, very cool. This is, I think, one of my favorites from her. But she has amazing artwork over here on Rarible, so definitely check her out. She also has this website right here. It's katieshock.com. And you can check it out in English and in her own native language, which she's from Slovenia, I believe. So is that Slavic? I'm not sure. You know, I don't want to, you know, say the wrong thing, what I always do anyway, which is okay. So Katie Shock, I believe, is her, and I'm not sure, that's one of her homies. But look at great artwork, and I love this. Like, this right here, just, it gives you that nice, like, to me, it's like a 50s, 60s feeling, you know, and this over here is very awesome as well. So great artwork. Check her out. Like, I like her stuff. She has great artwork. I'm going to go ahead and set up my Rarible museum, and then eventually I'll put a link out so I could show off all of the artwork I got on there. And if anyone has an NFT you want me to show off in my museum, you can always send it my way. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. I'll give you a shout out on my page too, but you don't have to. But Phase 22 did, and I have that one that's definitely going to be in there, along with my Riddler NFT. So yes, very cool work over here. Check it out. This is Katie Shock. If you have any other questions, always feel free to hit me up over on Twitter or down in the comments below. But again, this is RedEyedJedi bringing you FlareDaily today. So please like, share, and subscribe for all this great content that I try to bring you. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye.